American allies not giving aid,
There was just no consultation with the alliance. There was no consultation with the UN.
despite the demands to help secure the Strait of Hormuz. A race on the water
Keep the tidal basin beautiful for years to come.
to save the cherry trees at the nation's capital. Students versus wind power.
It's a day they never forget.
A competition to gain hands-on experience. And dancing through the rhythm.
You can see in the face how they enjoy the salsa.
An FIU organization celebrating Venezuelan Salsa Night. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Patrick Lober.
And I'm Valentina Gasbright. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2026.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
As the conflict with Iran grows, the U.S. presses their allies to keep the Strait of Hormuz opened. But some of America's closest partners appear hesitant to get directly involved.
Caplin News reporter Lucas Bogardis has more from Washington.
The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most important oil shipping routes, and with Iran threatening traffic there, President Trump has publicly criticized why NATO allies have not done more.
We don't need them, but they should have been there.
George Washington University professor Gordon Gray says the hesitation may come down to how this operation was handled.
I think the primary reason is that they were not consulted in advance.
Gray, who was also the previous ambassador to Tunisia from 2009 to 2012, says that in past conflicts, the U.S. built coalitions before taking major action.
There was just no consultation with the alliance. There was no consultation with the UN. There was no consultation with the with Congress, and I'd add there was no consultation with the American people.
Some allied leaders are now making clear they will not jump in while the fighting continues.
We can and will only be able to get involved once the guns fall silent.
Gray says this does not mean U.S. allies are turning to rivals like China or Russia, but it could instead signal a deeper discomfort with Washington's go-it-alone approach and whether allies would be willing to join the conflict if it were to widen. Reporting from the White House, I'm Lucas Bogardis, Caplin News.
What started as a spring break trip ended in tragedy. A 20-year-old college student is found dead in Spain after going missing earlier this week. The body of James Gracie was discovered along a stretch of a beach where police had been searching. Gracie was last seen earlier Tuesday morning leaving a bar after being separated from his friends. Authorities say the death appears to be accidental.
Since late January, the people of Cuba continue to struggle with the U.S. oil's blockade. Now, with no fuel to power the country, much of its economy remains stalled. To alleviate the struggles, families that have immigrated to the U.S. are sending help to their loved ones back home. Caplin's Danette Heredia has more details.
Since earlier this year, Cuba's economy and condition have been worsening by the day. The U.S.'s oil blockade is a strong-arm attempt to get the communist regime to back down and bring political reform to the country. But for an island that heavily relies on tourism to keep their economy running, depriving Cuba of oil is having detrimental effects to its residents. Losing their jobs or not being able to cook dinner is just scratching the surface of what conditions are like in Cuba right now.
I've been living in the United States for 10 years. There's an ongoing issue with distributing shipments in Cuba. Right now, food and medication are being prioritized. Cuba's development has practically stopped during the last 70 years, which is why it's so necessary for the people here to send goods over there.
To survive, they rely on family and friends to send them basic necessities, medication, food, clothes. Now more than ever, are Cubans needing external support for the most basic of needs.
From my family, the only ones here are my son and I. My mom, my dad, my sister, my aunt, my cousins are all in Cuba. I've tried sending them more rechargeable lamps and things that are solar powered, things they don't need electricity for because now, regularly, they don't have it. Every day, they have more limits, less money, less resources. It's been decay. And those in Cuba also worry about us. They see the effort has to be doubled to support ourselves and also give them basic necessities.
The future of Cuba and its people remains uncertain, but many are hopeful that change is around the corner and that Cuba will be a free country. I'm Danette Heredia reporting for Caplin News.
Well, some good news for space fans. Soon we'll be going back to the moon. The Artemis II Space Launch System rocket is already on its launch pad. The rocket left the assembly building late last night. It took a 12-hour rollout to get to the launch pad. The Artemis II mission will carry 4 astronauts on a 10-day test flight around the moon, including the first woman ever to orbit the moon. The target date for liftoff is April 1st.
There seems to be a breeze at FIU's research facility. The wall of wind brought in some high school students to test out some of their own research. Caplin News reporter Valeria De Souza was there and has the details.
12 large electric fans placed along this wall here in FIU's College of Engineering and Computing to achieve one goal. Now, high schoolers have a chance to put some of their ideas to the test. The Wall of Wind, one of FIU's research facilities, was used to inspire the creation of this challenge back in 2014 with an idea to include some aspiring researchers.
Well, the Wall of Wind Challenge is just a great community outreach project. So we thought, how can we take this research out into the South Florida schools and get them involved so they learn about what we do? So that's how it was born.
In the competition, students spent months preparing for a physical wind test for their projects, as well as an oral presentation. Julian Valdez and other high schoolers appreciated having this valuable experience open to them.
Oh, I find it amazing. This can let someone channel, know if they really are interested in this and express themselves through this, which is me.
Teachers like Nick Truby and Mario San Jose have been able to see this firsthand and guide their students through the process.
What I love is just the fact that we can see learning happening. At the beginning, they had no idea, they were clueless, and then all of a sudden they're coming back with the answers and they felt more confidence.
Better for us to see them try and fail or try and succeed, but with us just being there.
Through the years, the next generation continues to prove how this hands-on experience sets them up for their future.
It never amazes me, the creativity of these students, high school students. They're fantastic. It's so gratifying to see them have this experience in real life because it's a day they never forget.
This challenge will act as a bridge for future engineers from high school to the real world for many years to come. In West Miami-Dade, I'm Valeria De Souza, Caplin News.
Thank you, Valeria. It's a signal of spring in Washington, D.C., the season when the cherry blossom trees bloom. As Caplin's Carolina Alvarez reports, it's the inspiration for a unique race in the nation's capital.
The paddleboard racing took place right here at the tidal basin, where participants had to travel around all the monuments to raise money for the cherry blossoms.
The event is named after Stumpy, one of the oldest cherry blossom trees that was chopped down 2 years ago because the wall around the tidal basin had to be raised to stop constant flooding, and the tree was in the way. The money raised yesterday is going to charity, including the Trust for the National Cherry Blossom Tree Endowment Fund, to help protect other trees and for maintenance of the tidal basin.
We're the Cherry Spartans, and we're fighting in honor of Stumpy to help, keep the tidal basin beautiful for years to come.
About 50 participated, some with unusual costumes.
I like puns. She likes shrimp, so
we're shrimp and Brits.
2 of the winners were brother and sister Bea and Doe Holmberg. They said their own experience helped them a lot. $150 prize money and annual passes to the tidal basin paddleboards went to the best dressed and the fastest teams.
The cherry blossoms are expected to reach peak bloom on March 28, and there are much more events to come, like the annual Kite Festival taking place on that same day. Reporting live from the nation's capital, I'm Carolina Alvarez, Caplin News.
LeBron James plays the Heat on a night when the Lakers star ties an NBA record.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
We wanted to share and give a little bit of our country to other nationalities.
Salsa beats fill the air near the FIU campus. Newsbreak will be back in just 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm going to get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Venezuelan vibes on the FIU campus. From the food to the dancing, it was all about salsa night back on March 12th, and I feel like I have to put on my dancing shoes.
This sounds so much fun. Caplin News reporter Randy Moreira checks it all out.
FIU students took the dance floor at the Graham Center for a Venezuelan salsa night. The event gave students a chance to learn new moves while celebrating Hispanic culture and bringing the campus community together. Music filled the Graham Center ballroom as students practiced salsa steps by turning the night into a lively dance floor. Many students took the opportunity to step out of their comfort zones by pairing up with strangers and learning new moves together. Dance instructor Cindy Guzman walked participants through the basics and helped first-time dancers build confidence before jumping into the rhythm.
My favorite class is the beginner class, because those people, you can see in the face how they enjoy the salsa and how they enjoy learn every single step.
Traditional Venezuelan dishes were also available, giving a way to engage with the culture beyond the dance floor. President of the organization, Camila Melenkov, gave a summary on what her purpose for the events are.
So we created the club to sort of be not just like a cultural hotspot and a place to meet, but also to spread our cultures to other people, because FIU is such a diverse university that we wanted to share and give a little bit of our country to other nationalities.
For a few hours, the Graham Center transformed into a dance floor where students could relax, try something new, and simply enjoy the music together. Organizers say events like this help connect students while highlighting cultures from around the world. And tonight, the rhythm of salsa did exactly that. Reporting for Caplin News from the Graham Center, I'm Randy Moreira.
It was a great game for the Florida Panthers when they played the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton. The Panthers took the lead, scoring the only 2 goals of the first and never looked back. A goal in both the second and the third period sealed the Oilers' fate with a final score of Panthers 4, Oilers 0. The Panthers stay on the road to face the Calgary Flames tonight at 9 p.m.
It was a historic game at the Casey Center, but not for the Miami Heat, who fell short to the LA Lakers last night. Bam Adebayo led the way for Miami with 28 points, alongside Tyler Hero, who added 21, but it wasn't enough. Luka Doncic put on a show, scoring 60 points for the Lakers and making history with the most points ever scored against the Heat. And the records did not stop there. LeBron James added yet another milestone to his legendary career, tying the record of most games played in NBA history. Final score, Lakers 134, Heat 126. Miami will travel to Houston to face the Rockets on Saturday.
And that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Patrick Lober.
And I'm Valentina Gaspari. It's Field Trip Friday here at Caplin News. We've got a special visit from Urgent Inc. Thank you so much for joining us. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.